good, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Unboxxing Pickups, and I am super excited about this. It's something that's been on my Amazon cart for quite some time, and I figured, you know what? It's a new year. I haven't done any of these videos yet for 2025, so I figured, why not check this out, okay? Now, like I said, super excited. Well, you guys already seen the thumbnail, so there's no reason for me to, you know, try to be all secretive about it or anything like that. So let's open this up, and we got ourselves the ED64, or no, wait, the ED64 Plus. All right, and I for the longest time, look at, there it is, a better look at it, right? And for the longest time, I've been wanting to play, you know, N64 games, and the only way I'm able to is through my PC. But sometimes I want to play N64 games for the channel. Unfortunately, I'm not able to, because it just becomes this whole glitchy, freaking laggy mess, and it gives me a headache to even try to figure that out. So instead of, you know, going out and buying different carts and going through the Nintendo Online service to figure out what games to play, I figured I'd pick something like this up and check it out, okay? And if you guys don't know what it is, it's pretty much just a cartridge with an SD card in it that has a whole bunch of N64 games in it. From what I've read, a lot of people like it. There's been some issues here and there from some folks, but for the most part, it's been, you know, a highly praised kind of thing. I think it covers the whole N64 library as well, so I'm super excited about that. So let me open this up really quick and see what the cartridge is like. Okay. All right, I mean, it's pretty heavy. It's heavy just like a regular N64 cart. Let me see, where is up here on top, it has the PAL and the North American versions. Where's the card at? Okay, the card is here on the side. I don't know if you can see it there. So yeah, it looks pretty cool. It looks clean, doesn't look used. That was like my first issue, was going to be whether somebody returned this or not, but as far as I know, I'm the one able to put my grubby hands on this, so that's all good. So there's not really much to look at here on the surface, so let's get deep into this and see what this is all about and if it's worth it. See this? This is extremely helpful in this situation. I know there's probably more high quality, you know, converters, but this one has been going strong 5 years now. HDMI, where are you? Where the fuck is the HDMI? Finally, okay. I have a crap ton of cords down here that are not even connected to anything because I'm always jumbling crap around. It's here. Yeah. All right, so I have two controllers here that I can choose. I'm probably going to go with this retro bit one just because it's fairly new. I've only used it maybe once or twice. And this one here has this very, very messed up joystick, and I don't know how well that's going to fare with many of the games that I'm going to try out. So this one, it's going to need some repairs, but for now, we'll mess with this one. And it's blue, so it looks nice, and also it got two handles. I don't have three prongs like a freaking weapon.
So here we are with the ED64 Plus.
Okay, now this was already a week after that first part that y'all just saw, because I wanted to familiarize myself a little bit with this console, kind of figure out some stuff here and there that I don't like, that I like, and some things that I could let y'all know, you know, so far that I've encountered while exploring this little device, you know, if you will. So anyway, so here's the main menu. This is exactly what you're greeted with as soon as you turn it on, and that background is just absolutely friggin' horrendous. All right, that's like Silver Surfer if it was a controller. No buttons, nothing. So it looks ugly, but hey, you know. So I thought maybe, cool, there's a wallpaper section here, right? So let me click on that and see, I don't know, let me have Mario as my background. That sounds like a good idea, right? Right? Well, unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, nothing happens. I can sit here for 5, 10, 20, 30 minutes till the cows come home, and nothing's going to happen. It's just going to be a straight black screen. You know, I guess if you want to take a nap, this would be the perfect time to do so. So I thought maybe Well, I was like, okay, maybe I already done it. It's not registering that to me. So I just got to hit the restart and like I'll have a whole new background, right? Well, no, you don't. So that's completely useless. All right. But, I kind of jumped ahead a little bit. So this is the main menu. And, you have a bunch of all this other stuff, the ED64P, Loader 64 test, system volume information, all that stuff. I have no idea what it is, what it means. And if I'm going to be honest with you, I really don't care because what I really give a crap about is the games. All right. And down here, for some reason, they have a list of games. I don't know if these are supposed to be favorites or this is what most people go to when they get this kind of cartridge, which it's kind of random if you ask me, because you think Mario 64 and Zelda would be up there, but hey, it is what it is. So anyway, let's go to the games, because that's the most important part here, right? And how they run. I don't use logic when it comes to technology. This kind of stuff in particular, I'm very new to it. I'm still trying to figure it out. Even with the whole Ambernick thing, I'm still trying to figure it out. Okay, so I was under the impression that, this cart was like an emulation cart, meaning that it was a mini PC. I can essentially play all these games and it'll be like upgraded versions of these games. No, like how in certain ROMs or if you play it on the PC, it's always a lot more colorful. The polygons are a little bit more rounded, not so sharp. Well, here everything looks exactly the way it was back in the 90s. Okay, so I'm just letting y'all know in case y'all think that it's going to be some upgraded experience. No, and for me it's fine, right? I grew up with this shit. It doesn't bother me at all. So I know everyone, this is everyone's first game to look at, right? Because everyone has a nostalgia for Goldeneye. I mean, if you grew up at that time, you knew somebody who had Goldeneye, they more than likely had more than 2 controllers, and you guys got to have some fun. So I know everyone's more than excited to make sure that this works. And it does, mind you. Like I said, I checked it out already. This game works perfectly compared to the many other times. On my Ambernick, it looks like crap. On that Uboxx that I tried out, it looks like crap. On the Kinhank that I have, it looks like complete dog crap. Okay, but here is the best way possible to play it. All right, mind you, it's going to be the original version, so it's going to look a little blurry. Like on my end here, on my TV, it looks pretty bad. Right, but I'm looking here at the laptop, and on your guys' end, it shouldn't look too bad. So hopefully not. When I do the replay, then I'll see the difference. Whoa, where you at, bro? Look at this fool's haircut. Look at that goofy haircut. All right, but yeah, so like in like those other ROMs, like on the Ambernick and stuff like that, the sky is always like, it looks like it's tearing apart, like the game's about to implode. Okay, and then in the far distance you see all this flicker and stuff like that, so it's pretty bad. But here, fortunately, like I said, since I'm playing on original hardware, I think it's helping it a whole lot. So I think that's pretty awesome if you ask me, right? So I'm not gonna get very far. I'm just gonna get as far as here. I just wanted to show y'all how well and how fluent Goldeneye actually looks, right? And really quick, so I don't forget, so in most of these things, there's a way to get back to the main menu, right? Like you can push pause and, do some sort of trick of the controller or something. Well, ladies and gentlemen, you can't. Let me tell you, the only way that you can do it is by pushing restart on the console. I know it sucks big time. I feel you. For me, it's not such a big deal because the console is just right here. But I know some people, don't want to have to sit by the damn console every time. You put it in the living room on the floor, you have the controller, you sit on the couch, you're done with the game, you don't want to play it no more, you have to get your ass up and go push that button. I feel you on that, man. Now, Donkey Kong 64, right? If you're getting this for the sole purpose of playing Donkey Kong 64, I need to quickly let y'all know that you do need an expansion pack. Okay? You absolutely do. I was under the impression that whatever, like I just told you earlier, I thought this was like a little PC, this cart. I was under the impression because, I'm a little bit, I thought maybe I didn't need it because whatever was necessary was in there already. Your console needs it to play Donkey Kong 64. So if you don't have one, you can't play that or Majora's Mask. All right, so just keep that in mind. I just wanted to quickly throw that out there. Let's try Super Smash Brothers, right? Because that's another game. I think it was on the Uboxx. When if you haven't checked that out, definitely check out that video. When I looked at the Uboxx and I was trying to play some Super Smash Brothers, it had like this weird glitch, and it looked like crap. So I was going to explain this later with one game, but I guess I got to get through it now. So you're going to encounter situations like this where you're just going to get a black screen, right? And you're going to think, well, this thing is busted. It's busted when it does that, but let me show y'all something. For some reason, and y'all can let me know in the comments, because I don't know what the hell that even means. Like, at the bottom, oh, jeez. Do I have to turn the console off and on? It's like little stuff like that. That's what I'm saying. You come across like little things like that make it absolutely, make you doubt your purchase a little bit. Okay, so Super Smash Brothers, it wasn't working, right? Well, you see at the bottom left where it said save under the word page in 20. Well, if you hit L or R, it does this thing. You're able to change around. I don't know if that means save file or what, but I've noticed that a lot of the games that have that blackout screen, if you go to Force EEP4K and push start, it works. Why? I have no idea. So let's see if it works here. See what I'm saying? I've noticed that a majority of games that have done that, I go to that, boom, it works. What does it mean? I don't know, because you're asking the wrong person. But that's my question. I want to know why that is even a thing. Right, so let's go to one player game real quick. Let's choose the GOATs, Donkey Kong. Yeah. Versus Link. Like I said, this game takes me back. I'm just glad I'm able to play it, man. It's not like a N64 controller, but it has all the buttons and shit, so everything you need. Raw. Ha. I like how I love how the polygons look too. Like, look at DK. How do I get him to do that? To do those little taunts. Are you able to do it here? Yeah, I think you're able to do it here too, right? Let me see. I'll try to do it right now. Yeah, look at that. Look at DK. look how this boy looks. Man, we've come a long way, haven't we? We have come a long way, ladies and gentlemen. But man, this game just takes me back. I just wanted to show y'all because, like I had mentioned, that Uboxx that I was trying out, it just looked like crap. I couldn't even play this level. I think when I started it, there was no opponents. It was just, everybody was invisible. Like it was a cheat code or something. So I'm glad that it actually works, and I'm just super excited to be able to play Super Smash Brothers on the N64 finally on original hardware. I don't own the game. I would love to own it, but you know, this is as good as it's gonna get. So let's go to we were at Super Mario, or Super Smash Brothers. Go to Super Mario 64. Let's go to that, because that's another game everyone goes to. Because everyone loves a Mario. Loves a Mario. You see how I didn't change anything. I don't know if it was still under that EEP4K thing, but man, it's a headache sometimes, you know, coming across that kind of stuff. And I completely understand people like seeing it and be like, you know what, why don't you just buy this? Why don't you just get it, man? You know, I would love to get an Everdrive 64, but it's like $160, bro. I can't afford that shit right now. I barely afforded this one. All right. I have a budget of stuff that I can use on the game, so I kind of save that up, and I wasted it on something like this, you know. And every time something crappy happens, I'm sitting here thinking, well, I can, you know, return it and just get my money back, which, you know, seems like a good idea sometimes. Like right now, it seems like a good idea. Oh man. But anyway, here's Mario 64. Look at that. Remember when we first saw Mario in 3D form? That was so badass, right? Ciao, well, you've reached Princess Toadstool's castle via a warp pipe. Don't you get all French with me. Oh, like, did you know? So the Lakitu, right? He has like a little camera, he's following you around and stuff like that. Well, there's this like fan theory. I don't know if Nintendo actually confirmed this or not, but the Lakitu is actually working for Bowser. And Bowser is the one that's pretty much watching you while you're on your little adventure. Hence why every time you die, there's that little black screen that comes up and it's him laughing. It makes sense when you think about it, but I thought that was pretty cool. Like I said, I don't know if Nintendo ever said, you know what, yeah, that's true, but still, you know, that's pretty dope to think about. But then he's also talking, he's like, hey, good afternoon, the Lakitu Bros here, reporting live from just outside the princess's castle. Mario has just arrived on the scene, and we'll be filming the action live as he enters the castle and pursues the missing Power Stars. As seasoned cameraman, we'll be shooting from the recommended angle, and you can change the camera angle by pressing the C buttons. Mario, do you have anything to say? Where is the princess, and who do you think is behind this? Do you think it's Bowser? And Mario's be like, ah, fuck that Bowser. I go and I kick his ass. Move, you stupid cloud. Yeah, but that's it, man. That's Mario 64. It looks great. It plays great. I really don't want to spend too much time on this because I feel like I'm just wasting time here. You know what I mean? But you guys get the gist. For me personally, those were just some of the gripes that I had, was the fact that I found out the hard way that I need an expansion pack. You get these random black screens. And sometimes you can restart. When you get that black screen, it won't let you restart, and you have to kind of mess with that like save file thing on the bottom left. I don't know what that's about. I'm sure somebody does, but I don't. So yes, ladies and gentlemen, that was it. That was the cartridge. So whatever it was here that you saw, hopefully it covered up any questions about issues that anyone had. So in the comments, let me know what y'all think about this, if you planned on getting it, if you did pick it up, and if you've had a worse experience than me or a better one. I really would like to know. Like I said, I kind of like this, I'm not gonna lie, but for the price tag, I'm not loving the issues that comes with it, you know, but I guess that just comes with the territory. So anyway, if you haven't yet, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, smash that notification bell so you don't miss out on any more content like this and any of my other videos that I got dropping very soon. So muchas gracias once again, fam, for coming through, showing your boy some love on this episode of Unboxing and Pickups. Very much appreciated. Hopefully this was somewhat helpful. I know I joke around a lot and I kind of gave you the basic information, but that's all I had. So, you know, my bad. But yeah, thanks again, man. Very appreciate y'all, ladies and gentlemen. And I will catch y'all in the next one. All right, deuce.